Guys, I want to talk to you today about training. And when we think about training at Apex, one of the things that you've heard me talk about is that the entire body is a brain. And really, when you think about training from that perspective, getting the neuromuscular neuro-alignment right is very critical. So you've heard me talk before about using the Halo Sport headphones to open up the motor cortex to make us able to find more efficient, more fluid patterns of movement. It's kind of training from the inside out, if you will. We've come across another device called Vertical Dynamics. It's a vertical movement system, and it looks like sort of a set of monkey bars here. But what it is it's another way to kind of biohack into your brain to open up your motor cortex and enable your body to be realigned, again, sort of from the inside out, with some bit of external help this time. So the way it works is that these places where you would place your feet are all sloping down, and when you grip the bars, you never grip it with a closed grip where your hand is around it and your thumbs are around it. You always grip it with an open grip. Between the open grip and your feet pointing downwards, you do keep your heels up, your brain feels like you're falling off. It's like you're rock climbing and you're falling off the mountain. That's the feeling that you have. And that increases sympathetic nervous tone, basically, which has the effect of putting your brain into high learn mode, kind of like adaptability. How do we deal with this bear that's just come through the door? How do we navigate that? And then when you start to do really some very simple exercises, and they look simple, they're more difficult than they would appear. Sean and I have discovered that, but you do these fairly straightforward, simple exercises, you find that your brain gets realigned and your neuromuscular system gets realigned. So the way that I notice that is, it's not when I get off it that suddenly I'm better or different. I don't really necessarily see that. But I tend to have one shoulder that droops more. My right side always has, kind of, but when I use this, I find that I'm working my way back into a more symmetric posture. The other way that I notice it is when I go for a run, somehow my posture is better as I'm running, and I fatigue less, and I feel like I can run, even after I've gone 4.5 miles, 5 miles at a good pace, 7:30, 7:45 pace, I still feel like my legs just haven't really had to work that hard. And it's kind of nice because you just feel like everything's come into alignment. So all of us have asymmetries. This is a way to bring them back. I'll tell you where this is really critical is if you've had an injury. So let's say you've had an injury, you hurt your knee, now you're favoring that knee, now you're putting more pressure on this hip or whatever it is, the ankle, and you're sort of developing a compensatory kind of gait and all of that. So let's say you get stem cells or peptides or whatever, and you fix your knee. Well, your brain still has to be retrained not to favor that, right? And you have to relearn how to walk normally. A device like this can help accelerate that learning, sort of healing, neural reprogramming, and help you do it a lot faster. Same is true with the headphones. So we're excited about this device. We think it's going to be a great addition to allowing us to work as efficiently as possible, which helps us minimize injury, and if we are injured, allow us to recover back to optimal performance that much faster. So think about it. Vertical movement systems. If you want more information, feel free to reach out to us. We'll put you in touch with them. I think it's something for you to think about. All right, thanks.